92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I think we've all had those mornings where you wake up at like 2 in the afternoon, kind of groggy, wondering how you got home. Like, I think I remember being in a cab.
Oh, God.
I'm not really sure. That sort of happened for today's second dater, Mary, who is on the phone with us right now. Mary, how are you?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Good. Thank you for your email. Appreciate it.
Yeah, totally.
So it said that you met a guy out at a club, and then you sort of remember him taking you home.
Oh, Mary.
Why don't you explain what happened?
Oh, Mary.
Well, kind of embarrassing. I was just out at the club. I was there with some girlfriends, my roommate, and we were out just like dancing, having a fun time, like drinking, whatever.
Girls' night.
Yeah, doing you.
Yeah, just like normal night. And you know how like guys at clubs can usually be like aggressive and just like come up and like grind on you, and it's like totally obnoxious. And
Yeah.
I
And you always
personally-
have the girlfriend come in and try to rescue you by dancing with you, and then you dance away.
yeah, totally. You like give them the look, you have the sign, you're like, hey, like get me out of this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so we're kind of like doing that, going back and forth, just having like a girls' night out. But then there was this one guy who just like seemed sweet, and what was like nice about him was that he actually asked me to dance. Like he didn't just like come up on me, and that was like really refreshing.
Isn't that sad that that's our standard in society
Yeah.
today? Like, he just asked before he rubbed up on me.
Yeah, so we were like dancing a little bit, and then kind of broke off from the group and got a drink. And
So you hung out with this dude at the bar all night.
well, yeah, I mean, we were like drinking, dancing, like just kind of back and forth,
Okay.
like having a fun
So,
time.
so you hung out with the dude at the bar all night.
I mean, we were dancing and
Just say
drinking.
yes.
So
Yes,
you hung
do it,
out
Mary.
with the dude at the bar all night. That's pretty much what I'm saying, Mary.
Okay, yeah, that's what we
Okay.
were doing. So he seems great, so I like give him my phone number, and he like, I don't even know how that happened, but he was like, you're awesome, like put your number in my phone.
Here's my phone. Type it.
I love that.
Type it in there. That is a good move. I've seen that happen quite a bit. So
Yeah, so like here's where it gets embarrassing. I gave him my phone number, and then things get really hazy.
It sounds like it, Mary.
The next thing I know, we're just like having one of those epic, super fun cab rides. I mean, it was all funny. It was like me, my roommate, and him. We were all just kind of like laughing, like having a fun time. But I think there was like a moment where he woke me up. I was falling asleep.
are you like passed out on the way home?
Yeah, but I do remember that he helped us get into our place.
Okay. So was it like he was taking care of you? I mean, I've been out and I've been with drunk girls before, and I'm like, I'm going to make sure they get home safe.
Yeah.
And I'll take a cab home and then put them into bed. And then be like, oh, okay, I guess she actually is passed out. I guess I should go.
I mean, that's a nice thing, I think, for him to do if he was just trying to make sure you're safe. But, I mean, Jubal, is there ever a time where a girl passes out on you in a cab that you still find her attractive after
Oh,
that?
don't ask Jubal
Okay,
for...
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Get that power napping,
Come on,
girl.
bro.
Yeah.
'Cause when we get
You're going to
home-
be up for a while. You need to take a nap. Okay, so what's the last thing you remember from this guy?
I guess he got us inside and got me in my room, and then next thing I knew, like in the morning, he's gone, and my roommate and I are like kind of trying to piece together our night.
So wait,
Did he
And-
stay the night?
No, he definitely didn't stay the night, but I mean, I want to see him again. Like we haven't even kissed. I want to see him again, and like
Would
thinking,
you- Yeah.
like we had a fun time.
Would you even be able to pick him out of a lineup?
Yes.
Pretty sure.
One thing I remember.
If it was a lineup of some really blurry pictures, I could do it. Okay. So he got you into your place, okay, and left. Have you tried asking him out? Have you tried getting a hold of him?
Yeah, I tried to call him a couple of times, and nothing.
Wait, what's his name again?
Steven.
Do you know that it's his number that he left you in his phone?
Yeah, I mean, his voicemail says, "This is Steven, leave a message."
Okay. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, okay?
Cool.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I just thought of something.
You did.
Mary is on the phone with us. She wants to do a second date update. She met this guy, Steven, when she was out drunk.
Yeah.
barely remembers him. They took a cab home, her roommate, and him.
Mm-hmm.
All she remembers is him, like, helping get her up to the place, putting her in bed, and then he's never seen again. She said she talked about the evening with her roommate.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that maybe her roommate could have done something with Steven? And is it
Yeah.
telling her?
Yeah.
Oh, then he left because he
Depends
didn't
on how good of friends they are, right?
Mary?
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Have you thought about that angle?
No, I have not thought about that angle.
she's a little angry.
Now that you're thinking about that angle, is that a possibility?
I don't think she would do that.
Why don't you just want to chalk this one up to fun night out and let it go?
I mean, I just feel really bad about the night, and I think he's really cute, and I just want to see him again.
Okay. All right, well, we're going to dial the phone number right now, but you don't think there's any way that he couldn't have, like, be doing stuff with your roommate? You don't know it.
You
No.
want this to be true, don't
Yeah,
you,
he
Jubal?
does.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I'm going to call him right now, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hey, is Steven there?
Yeah, that's him.
Hey, man, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Okay.
Okay, you ever heard of us?
No, I haven't.
All right, you obviously don't live in America. We do a morning show here on Moving 92.5. We have a segment on our show called the Second Date Update.
Okay.
You recently went on a date with one of our listeners. I mean, I say date, it wasn't really so much of a date. You recently met one of our listeners at a bar and helped escort her home.
Oh. Yeah.
Rings a bell.
Does this happen often, or do you know who I'm talking about?
I know who you're talking about.
Okay. Her name is Mary. Mary emailed us and said that she really liked meeting you. She thought you were an awesome guy. She admitted that she was probably a little bit too drunk at the end of the night. And she's been trying to call you ever since you helped her get home to thank you, but you're not answering any of her phone calls.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to be on the radio for... Yeah. Sorry.
Can we just a few minutes of your time? I promise we'll let you go soon.
No, hey.
Oh, is he really
You
gone?
did hung up, yeah.
Whoa.
Dude, Mary,
What
what did Mary do?
Yeah, Mary.
Mary, how did you make this dude feel that uncomfortable that he's, like, scared of you?
I don't know.
Sweet Mary.
Yeah.
Ah, dancing.
What happened?
I don't know. Let's see if we can call him back again,
Oh,
see if he'll answer. I'll try to keep him on the phone. He does not sound like he wants to play, though.
Yeah.
Hello?
Steven, is Jubal from the radio station.
I already told you I don't want to do this.
I know, but please, just for a second, I promise I won't take a lot of your time. You don't have to go into too much detail. We're just trying to figure out what happened that night.
No.
Dude, for Mary's sake, okay? Because Mary wants to know. She doesn't remember the night. You don't have to say anything about her if you don't want to. She just wants to know what happened.
Everything's fine. She got home. I got home. I'm sorry.
Steven, I mean,
Why do you sound so angry, dude?
Yeah, what
she
happened?
doesn't remember.
It wasn't pretty.
Did she, like, puke on you or something?
No, she didn't puke on me, but she got a little too drunk for her own good.
Yeah.
I mean, I took her and her roommate home, which was all sorts of fun. I'm in the back with her. The roommate was singing at the top of her lungs in the front with the cabbie who hated it.
Steven, listen, I can sympathize with you. I've been in that situation a lot. And it is the most annoying thing ever.
I've actually been kicked out of a cab for doing
Yeah.
that. I'm not lying.
I've been you before, Steven. I've been the guy in the back that's been like, oh my God, just make this end. So I understand your hesitancy to do this.
But that was nice of you.
Well, thank you.
Was it just was it just that you were embarrassed in the cab? That was it?
Well, the whole thing was embarrassing. We got her in the cab. Like I said, the roommate was a ball of joy. She was passed out in the back, grabbing up my junk.
Oh, nice.
No.
Grabbing at it?
That's not the way you want it done, you know?
Yeah.
To say the least. I mean, I don't need a drunk girl half passed out in a cab. I don't need that.
Yeah, it's not sexy. There's sexy
Yeah, that's
grabbing
not
at the
right.
drunk, and then there's not sexy grabbing at the junk.
And it doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl doing it.
Did you tell her to stop?
I mean, I pushed her away. She's like, oh, no, come on, just let me touch it. Try and tell a drunk girl something.
Yeah.
What's that?
So she groped you and then passed out, and you helped her get into her room and then left, and you didn't want anything to do with it.
I had the cab hold out in front. We got
Yeah.
her roommate to help me get her in. She was at least functional. So we got him into the house. She was passed out. I left. I took the cab home, and here I am.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing with us what happened.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I do want to let you know that Mary is actually on the other line and heard everything that you just said, too.
Really?
Yes, she is. Mary, go ahead and say hi to Steven.
I am so embarrassed.
Oh, Mary.
Do you remember doing any of that, Mary?
No, Steven, I'm sorry. You're so nice. I'm not like that. I don't know what happened.
Mary, that's never happened before?
No, never.
That you can remember?
Right. Right.
That's not me. I am not like that. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty.
I mean, was it, like, a little sexy?
No, it wasn't sexy at all. You know, it's fun at the club, and it's fun to have a good time, but I don't want to go on a date like that, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, she was drunk. Have you ever been drunk before, Steven?
I mean, I get it. I'm not judging her. I didn't want to freaking talk about it, you know?
It's a good point, Steven.
Here we are.
Yeah, it is a good
And now
point.
you got me on the phone with her.
Do you think you could forgive her for a drunken mistake?
She doesn't need my forgiveness. I don't give a but there's a reason I didn't answer the phone.
Oh, come on. Mary, I mean, you guys obviously had a connection at the beginning of the night.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
we're
we
having...
do, but when you don't want them to touch your in the cab as you're passing out, like, that kind of ruins things.
That brings me to my next question. Steven, would you like to go out on a second date with Mary? We will pay for it. No alcohol. The groping is completely up to you guys.
I mean, come on, Steven. We were having such a good time. I honestly, like, that's not like me. And I don't know. Let's just give it a second chance. I promise I'll, like, sit on my hands, like, whatever you're comfortable with.
We'll have a bouncer follow you guys on the date. And if there's any appropriate touching, you know, we'll separate you two. How about that, Steven? Come on.
I mean, Mary, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I didn't answer the phone on purpose. And you call a radio show to have them call me and trick me to get you on a second date with you? Called me a tried to play with my damn near threw up in your bed. And
I wanted to thank you for getting me home. Have a second shot.
There you go, Steven.
and I'm glad you're home, and I'm glad everything's safe. But next time, just think a little.
Well, I mean, I don't even remember touching your first of all. And
No, I just don't see myself going on a date with that energy, for lack of better words.
With that energy. Mary, how do you like being referred to as that energy?
I'm not like that. I don't know what happened.
Mary.
Steven, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Mary, at least you left a lasting impression with Steven. He will never forget you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Today's second date update has almost all of the components of a perfect love story.
Oh, I love it already.
You have a house party with tons of people,
That's not really us.
alcohol, a drunken hookup in the bathroom.
Gross. Come on. That's no Ryan Gosling film.
But Callie, who was on the phone to do a second date update with us today missed one of the major components of the perfect love story. We've got all those things. But Callie, I read your email and it didn't say anything about puking. And everybody knows that every love story has to have a little puking in it.
Of course.
Oh, God.
Kelly, you want to tell us a little bit about your love story?
Well, I didn't puke. Maybe I should have.
Yes.
Then the evening probably would have ended a little earlier.
If you would have puked, you wouldn't be doing a second date update right now. You'd be getting married probably.
What man doesn't love a puker is what you're saying?
Apparently, Callie met a guy at a party and they got a little drunk together.
Okay.
She's going to tell us about that. What's the guy's name?
His name is George.
Tell us a little bit about George.
My friend Becca had a party with her boyfriend at their new house, and George works with John, Becca's boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
And we met early in the party, and it was like the best party of my life. We had an amazing time.
So you're certain that he's cute because you met him when you were still sober?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. I mean, like, I'd had maybe one or two drinks early in the evening when we first, really started chatting. But
Okay.
he comes up to talk to me, made me laugh. We had a great time. We talked all night. It was amazing.
I want to get to the real amazing part, the hookup in the bathroom.
Oh, I knew you jumped directly there.
What happened with that?
Do we have to jump to the end first? I mean, we had a whole lovely night together.
Well, I'd like to know about that first, yeah. But if you feel like you want to tell us some other information before you get to hooking up in the bathroom, then I guess if you have to.
Just make it quick.
It just makes me sound so terrible.
No, it doesn't. You met the hot guy. I mean, he came up to you in the party.
Yeah, everything was going great. We kept drinking. I don't remember exactly the whole evening, but I remember that we danced. That was great. We started kissing. Oh, so this is embarrassing. I was talking about how I could tell the future. He was like, "What are you talking about?" So I decided to do this whole future telling thing where I started reading his palm.
Are you actually like a fortune teller, or was this just something where you were hammered and you're like, this is going to be cute?
Yeah, I just thought it would be cute. I mean, I don't know. I think I read an article about it in middle school or something.
All right, so drunken Callie thought it would be cute to tell him that you were a fortune teller.
Yeah.
And what do you remember about that?
Well, I think I remember this clearly because it was embarrassing.
Okay.
What happened?
I told him, I said, I see in your future a marriage to a short, hot blonde.
What? And I'm guessing you're the short, hot blonde in that situation.
That's me. Yeah, I'm short and I'm blonde.
I thought you were going to predict the bathroom hookup, not the marriage.
Well, so then he was clearly that made him nervous, and I realized, oh God, get it together. I'm talking about marriage with a guy you just met. So then I was I tried to save myself and be just kidding. I just see some booty in your future.
And is that when he was like, okay, I'm on board with this. Now that you've moved on from marriage to booty, I'm down. Let's go to the bathroom.
I don't remember his response very well, but obviously it didn't end the evening.
So you guys hooked up in the bathroom?
That I can confirm. I definitely remember that. It was really hot.
Why would you not choose an open bedroom instead, Callie?
That I don't know. That I don't know.
And bathrooms are so much hotter anyway. Who wants to do it in a bedroom? Everybody does that. Be original. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, I'm up for adventure. We'll go wherever.
How did the bathroom session end?
I don't remember how it ends. This is why I really need your guys' help.
Do you remember even saying goodbye to this guy?
No. All I remember is that we were making out in the bathroom. It was really hot. That's the last thing I remember. I know that we did not sleep together. We did not.
I thought you said you had a hookup in the bathroom.
Yeah, but we didn't go that far.
Oh.
They just made out
That's
in
a
the bathroom.
letdown.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Phrase it differently next time. Just say you made out in the bathroom. I was all excited. Okay, so you didn't sleep with the guy.
No, I woke up on the couch at my friend Becca's house with all my clothes on. So.
But you did get his phone number because you've tried to call him.
I got his phone number from Becca, from her boyfriend John, and I texted a couple times, and I called, and it's his voice on the voicemail, so I know it's his number.
Has he responded at all to you?
No.
Okay.
And I'm really worried I did something stupid when I was drunk, but I really like this guy, so I mean, I feel like we spent that much time together. I feel like he at least owes me a second chance.
Well, you will play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, all right?
You guys are the best. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
These are my favorite ones to do where people are drunk and don't remember things because I love it when they find out what they did.
Oh, God.
All right, we'll do it right after this.
Thank you.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, if you're just tuning in for the second date update, Callie is on the phone. She wants to call a guy named George that she met at her friend's house party. They met, had a few drinks, had a few more drinks. Sounds like Callie had a few more drinks than that. Anyway, at the end of the night, they ended up in the bathroom making out, and that's the last thing that she remembers.
It's just killing me not knowing what went wrong.
Callie, are you sure you want to call this guy for a second date?
I've thought a lot about this, and, maybe I don't want to know, but it's better to know than not know. Did I say something stupid? I had done that whole fortune teller bit. Was he just looking for a one-night stand? And maybe he was annoyed that I wouldn't go all the way?
There's a lot of questions. You're throwing a lot of questions out there, Callie.
Oh my God!
Let me remind everybody.
I've been going around in my head forever. I have no idea.
Okay.
This
Let me
is
remind
so
everybody.
the inner dialogue of every woman ever that's made out with a guy at a party.
I need to remind everybody what the fortune teller thing was she's talking about. Apparently, at some point during the party, she was drunk and she was like, "I'm a fortune teller. Give me your hand." And then she was like, "I see you getting married to a short, hot blonde," and that's her. And she said he seemed a little weird at that point. And then you followed up with, "I also see booty in your future." Again, talking about her, which probably made him very happy. I was asking if you really wanted to call him for a second date because, look, you were drunk. You took him into the bathroom, but you guys didn't sleep together. Do you really want to be with a guy who wouldn't take advantage of that situation properly?
Yes.
I mean, that's not the kind of guy you take home to mom.
No. No, that is the kind of guy I would totally take him.
You're weird, Callie. Just strange.
No.
All right, I'm going to dial his phone number right now, get him on the phone, and find out why he's not calling you back, okay?
Oh, God. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to George, please?
Yeah, this is he.
Hey, George, how you doing? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm good. Who is this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio show.
Okay. Why?
That's a good question, George. I'm calling you today because one of our listeners emailed us about you.
Okay.
Her name is Callie.
Oh, my gosh.
It's a girl that you met at a party a little while ago?
Yeah, I remember.
Well, she emailed us about you because you're not calling her back, and she's tried to get a hold of you a few times, and she's wondering if she did something wrong.
She doesn't know why I'm not calling her back?
She has no clue.
That surprises me.
Really?
Yes, that surprises me.
Why is that?
Well, just how the evening went, that's all.
She told us about when you guys met. She said you were hanging out at the party, and then she got a little drunk, did this weird fortune teller thing where she said she could see you marrying a hot blonde at some point, and you seemed weird, but she also told us you made out.
She thinks that's the reason. She thinks that's the reason I'm not calling her back?
She said it's the only thing she could think of. She also said it was very hazy because she was pretty drunk when she met you.
That doesn't surprise me.
Did she do something stupid while she was drunk?
Look, I don't want to call her out. You know, it was just a crazy night.
Can you tell us a little bit of the craziness?
No, I don't know if that's the best idea.
She told us already that you guys made out in the bathroom.
She told you that we made out in the bathroom.
Yeah. She told us all that. She's the one that wants to know what happened because she doesn't remember a lot of it.
I think it's probably best that she doesn't remember it.
Really?
I would like to forget it.
It's that bad?
Well, I mean, again, I'm like, it was a crazy night. Everyone was drinking. You know, stuff happens.
What happened, though? I need to know. And, by the way, anybody who does these things, we tell them beforehand, like, hey, you may hear something embarrassing about yourself, and they co-sign. They're like, okay, that's fine. I'm willing to hear whatever it is. Mm-hmm. She doesn't care if it's embarrassing. She just wants to know what happened.
All right, fine. We did go to the bathroom.
And there is something that happened in there that will be burned into my brain for the rest of my life.
Whoa.
My mind is spinning right now. There's lots of possibilities.
I'm with you, dude.
Well, we were making out, and she just, like, stopped, right? Mm-hmm. And she whispered in my ear, "Turn around and close your eyes." So I'm thinking, this is going to get pretty nice. We're going to see some...
I don't know if anybody said to me, "Turn around and close your eyes," I'd be scared.
Well, it's the way she said it. It sounded sexy. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I was drinking, too.
All right.
So I turned my back to her, closed my eyes. You know, everything's racing through my head. Like, I'm about to see this chick naked, and it's going to be awesome. So I'm willing to do whatever.
Okay.
And then she says, "Okay, open your eyes." And I turn around. Oh, my gosh. I turn around, and I am not seeing a topless chick. What I'm seeing is this girl standing bottomless over the toilet and saying this, "Look, I'm peeing like a guy."
That was
I'm like, "What are you doing?"
I gotta say
She's like, "This is a trick I learned in college."
What did you do when you saw her
I was
doing?
really hydrated because it went for a long time.
Did you just leave at that point? I don't know how I would have handled that.
I mean, I was completely horrified, if I don't need to say that.
Yeah.
She puts on her clothes, and I take her out to the living room and just kind of plop her on the couch.
Oh, you're no fun. Come on, that's a
man.
good trick.
What do you want him to do, Brooke?
Here's the kicker. This is my friend's house. So I went back into the bathroom and cleaned the piss from the bathroom.
That sucks.
That was my wild night.
Sounds like a lot of fun. No wonder why you're not calling her back.
I think it's
I
hysterical.
mean, do you blame me now?
Not really.
Not at all.
Although it does sound like a cool party trick I'd like to see.
It is
George.
a cool one.
George, I have to tell you something real quick.
What's up?
She's actually on the other line listening.
Who, Callie?
Yeah. Callie, are you there?
I'm here.
Did you hear that whole conversation that we just had with him?
Unfortunately, I heard it.
I am impressed.
George, I am so sorry. Oh, my God.
Hey, listen, I wouldn't have... I feel bad. I really wouldn't have said this on the radio.
Well, no, I did ask them to. Now I don't know why. Clearly, I created all my own problems here.
Oh, poor Callie.
Do you remember doing that at all, Callie?
I don't remember that at all. I did learn that trick in college. In college, I was really good at it, though. I didn't splash everywhere.
Oh my God.
Was this
I
like
swear I have not done that since, like, my junior year of college. Like, it's
Okay.
kind of developed really fast.
That was a little throwback for you, just trying to see if you could still do it.
I mean, I learned back then that other people are actually not impressed, so I stopped doing it.
That's so weird.
But you see, George, Callie liked you so much she was trying to impress you.
Yeah. Well, it definitely left an impression.
But can't you see, George? Like, she's just a fun girl. That's a funny trick, you know? Like,
Gross, but...
whatever. Like, you could look past that.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that.
But everything was good up until the peeing all over everything point.
I kind of feel like the peeing overshadows pretty much anything positive that came out of that.
I've learned that a lot in life on many occasions.
You have?
Yeah, peeing usually trumps everything else that happened up until that point.
I do like her delivery of it, though. Like, it was going to be a big surprise.
Yeah.
Turn around!
Yeah, look
A magic trick. Look at that.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Hey, George, at this point, I would love to ask if you'll go on a second date with Callie. I will pay for it.
You know, I think I'm gonna pass.
Oh, come on.
Oh, man.
Callie, you do seem like a nice person, but, you know, I really wouldn't be able to look at you the same.
Oh. Kelly, you tell him how great you are.
Well, at this point, I feel like I couldn't look him in the eyes, so it's probably for the best.
Oh,
All right, well, not a successful second date then, but maybe you can be friends.
Brooke Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Right in the middle of a second date, and if you're just joining us, Ginger is on the phone, and she wants to call a dude named Nick. They met at a bar and then hung out and went to go get pizza, and then they decided, let's go back to my place and split the pizza, except his place had his roommate in it with another girl, so they couldn't go upstairs. Instead, they watched Netflix, split a pizza, and made out a little bit in the backseat of his car.
It's like high school all over again.
It is.
At the end of the night, his roommate was like, oh, okay, it's all good now. You can come up to the place. And he invited her up, and she said no. But they did end on good terms. I haven't asked the most important question yet, though, Ginger.
Yeah.
What kind of pizza was it?
Yeah, good point.
That's not
No, it is.
important.
Okay, don't hate me, but it was a Hawaiian pizza.
Ooh.
Oh, a lot
nice.
of controversy over Hawaiian
Yeah.
pizza.
That's
If you find
why.
another person who loves pineapple on pizza as much as you do, you need to lock it down.
Ew.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I'm just asking because I'm hungry. It
Yeah.
sounds good. All right, we're about to give him a call. Any last words?
Oh, I just want to say thank you so much for helping me out with this. I listen to you guys every morning. Jubal, Brooke, I love you guys
Okay,
so much,
well-
and this really means a lot that you're helping me out.
Let's call him and find out if he has anything horrible to say, and then maybe hold your thanks till after that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a good point. All right, I'm going to dial his phone right now. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Nick, please?
Yeah, this is Nick.
Nick, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
No way.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, hey. What's up, Nick?
Wait. Seriously?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. I don't know why else we'd be on the phone and I'd be claiming to be Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, a radio show. Like,
You sound like Jubal.
that'd be a weird call to get if it wasn't for real.
I mean, are you guys calling to do like a second date or something like that?
Yes.
How did you
Actually,
know?
we are.
Is by any chance the person who had you call is a girl named Ginger?
What?
Dude.
Nick, what are you?
Yes, it is.
Was
Nick.
this like, what is happening?
This is good. Okay, so she actually said that she'd do this if I didn't call her back.
Really?
She's a huge fan of your show, and she said it like I thought she was joking. She's like, "If you don't call me, I'm gonna put you on second date."
Oh, no way. All right, well,
awesome.
Was
you
it-
didn't call it. Did you? Is this just a test in? You didn't call her to see if she'd actually follow through? Because she did.
Not exactly. It's a little bit more complex than that, but
Oh.
I don't know. I just didn't think that we necessarily had that much potential for the future. Because
Wait, hold up. Why didn't you have potential? You know how these go. We have to figure that out.
this is gonna sound a bit bizarre, but she's kind of obsessed with you guys.
What?
And well, okay, so we got pizza. We were watching Netflix. With I don't. She probably meant it's kind of funny. My roommate had a girl over, so we ended up in the back of my car.
Yeah,
Right.
she told us all that.
Okay, all right.
She also told us that she defines hooking up as making out. I thought that was weird.
Yeah,
But
me too, bro.
I think
anyway,
a lot of people define it that
she
way.
says you guys made out in the back of the car, and then you invited her upstairs, but she said no thanks, and that was the end of the night.
I feel like this is so strange, but she really seems to be like she could not stop talking about you, Jubal. She was like, he's so funny, and like he always knows the right thing to say, and when I'm in a weird mood, like he just like I'd love to meet a guy like that. There's just never an awkward silence. He just knows exactly what to say, and like
Ooh.
There's
makes me
never
laugh.
awkwardness? Are
There's
you
always
sure she's
awkward,
talking
yeah.
about the same Jubal that is in this room right now?
That's what makes him funny, though.
I promise you.
Really?
Oh.
Brooke, yeah.
So should I be scared?
Dude, she stalks you on your Insta.
Oh.
nice.
So again, should I be scared?
Well, I mean, maybe you like that kind of thing.
Not really. I prefer people to kind of not like me.
You guys, I think-
more. Makes me feel better.
I think you aren't being like she's just a fan. Like she just likes listening to the show. The Instagram is public so that people can look at it. Like that's the whole point.
I've met girls the same thing where I'm even trying to be on a date and they ask questions about Jubal all the time. What's he look like? What's he about? He's so funny. And I'm like,
I can give you a mask to wear next time.
Thank you. That would actually help me, bro.
No, but like,
So, Nick, is that the reason you're not wanting to call her back because she was like obsessed with the show or whatever?
Obsessed with you, and she had this kind of glazed up. She looked out the window, wasn't really even like looking at me, like as if she was like, oh man, like kind of felt like she wished I was Jubal, and I was like, I'm a little.
I can give you a mask too, Nick. I can give everybody masks, I guess.
Maybe you can learn some of his voices.
Yeah.
You know what? I just want to let Jubal be Jubal and I'll be me, and I think there's probably someone out there who might be right for me, and I might have just met the girl who's right for Jubal. I don't know.
There it is. So, is this a second date for Jubal or is it a second date for you? I'm so confused.
Well, let's find out. And I'm scared to do this now.
I
And
can hear it in your voice.
Nick Ginger is actually on the other line and wants to talk to you. I think you.
Hi.
Oh, poor Ginger, you're embarrassed, aren't you?
I am. Like, oh, it's not. It wasn't like that. I wasn't talking about it that much. I mean, like, everyone knows Jubal's hilarious, right?
Not everybody. I don't. Not everybody does.
Stop being so modest, cutie pants.
Cutie pants?
Oh my god.
Oh my God, that's
is
my
the
new
first, I
nickname.
think.
I mean, he does have nice jeans.
Why can't we be Brooke and Cutie Pants in the morning?
I would like that a lot, I think.
What's up with the CP?
So, Ginger, do you want to go out with Nick? I'm confused now.
Yeah.
I mean, I did, but he wasn't responding. But now I'm on the phone with you, so we can just talk.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
No, Ginger, I have a girlfriend, so I'm good there.
But, like, you know, if there comes a time when you don't, like, I'm around.
Okay.
Ginger, don't do this. It looks desperate.
Brooke, I've heard what you have to say. Don't worry. I can handle myself.
I don't know if I can handle myself.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
So, Nick, are you still on the phone?
Yep. Oh, I'm not missing this.
He's like
Confusing. I don't
just
know
in the
what to do with
bleachers.
this now.
So, Jubal, I mean, I've followed you on Insta for a while. Your girlfriends don't seem to last that long, so I don't. This one's not going to be around for a long time, right?
No.
That's messed up.
Ginger, I will agree with you. Previous girlfriends, yeah, it was a lot of turnover there, but this one is going to be around for a long time. I think so.
I think I've heard you say that before.
You might have, but I was lying then. I'm not lying now.
Yes.
I'm telling the truth now,
It
Ginger.
is hard to believe you at that.
I mean, it sounds like Jose is also there in the background, and I mean, I love his laugh. It's so infectious.
Wait, hold
So-
up, Ginger.
No,
Are
you're
you
not.
just going to the backup plan already?
You want to go out with Jose?
Say backup. These are my morning men. I listen every morning.
Oh,
like,
morning
Oh
men.
my God.
So wait, if I say no, are you going to go for Brooke now?
You're not going to say no, Jose.
I probably would.
Yeah, you should just hit Jose up. That is probably a pretty sure thing.
are you guys serious? Is there like a chance?
Well, it depends.
It depends.
You DM me on Instagram.
Ginger,
I'll
are you
answer.
a female, and do you have a pulse?
You're gonna have to say yes to those things.
Those are my
Well,
standards,
then there
so-
you go. You should hit Jose up.
God.
Amazing.
I mean, it's funny, but in all honesty, you were here for Jubal, and you were open about that. I don't think I'm down with all that, like being the backup plan.
Not in public, but hit him up in his DMs.
Yeah, right?
Aw, so
Come on,
sad.
man.
Wouldn't be the first
I
time.
have some kind of morals, kind of.
But thank you for listening, Ginger. Seriously, appreciate it.
Always.
Yeah. And I should probably ask this question too. Nick, would you like to go out with Ginger on a second date? We'll pay for it.
Yeah, that's a no.
Oh, yeah, why
That's
didn't
a no.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. We can tell the story to everyone of how we were on the radio together and that, so we work things out.
Wait, Ginger,
Wait,
you're
so
still
now
like
you're-
considering a date with
You'll go,
Nick?
you'll go out with Nick now? You're still down to go out with Nick?
I've been trying to go out with Nick from the beginning.
Oh, my God.
Okay,
it's a full
so-
This is
circle.
confusing.
Ginger will go out with anybody.
I don't see what the big deal is. It's just going out. It's not like all three of us are getting married.
Oh my
How did all
God.
three of us now become involved in this?
That is her new
On the show
fantasy.
together, huh?
Yeah.
Her tone
On
is
the
kinda
show,
creeping me
huh?
out, man.
Nick, you have anything to say?
Yeah, I don't think what is this, third or fiddle at this point is gonna work for me. It's just to my.
You started as first fiddle. You could have just texted me back.
Yeah, you were first fiddle.
Oh, that's a good
Then
point.
I was second fiddle. Jose was technically third fiddle. Now you're first fiddle, but like reheated.
Yeah, there you
I don't
go.
even know how you heat up a fiddle, but you know what I mean. Like,
Man, I don't know about all these fiddles. I'm just worried that Ginger's going to be in our parking garage tomorrow morning.
Look, you know I love you, but you need to shut up.
Well, I'm blocking her. I'm sorry,
Ginger, I'm sorry you didn't get a date with anybody right now.
Oh, Ginger.
But I'm sure we can find you someone to go out with.
Good. Open up the text phone, 78592. I know it.
Text in 78592. Is anybody willing to go out with Ginger?
Oh my God, it's so amazing.
We like to talk about innovators on this show from time to time. And today's second date features somebody who did a very innovative move. I think they redefined Netflix and chill.
What?
Yeah, I don't understand how this happened. I read their email. We'll get to the Netflix thing in just a second. But first, let's meet our second dater. Her name's Ginger. What's up, Ginger?
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
We don't even know what Jubal's talking about, but everybody's kind of impressed by you already, Ginger.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, my goodness. It didn't start out as Netflix and chill, okay? It was weird.
Yeah, but you didn't even really you Netflixed in a weird place. Anyway,
I did.
We'll get to that in just a second. What's the name of the guy you want to call today?
I want to call Nick.
Nick, all right. And how did you meet Nick?
I met him in a bar, but, he was really nice, and he pulled this kind of corny move on me. He wrote on a BevNap, hi, I'm Nick, you're cute, and it worked.
Yeah, that would work on me too. It's so simple.
Well, you just gotta be
But it's like,
forward
oh
now.
my God, real human interaction.
Exactly.
Right? It was, straightforward. It wasn't some, gimmicky pickup line. It was just, statement of intent. Boom.
Did he put a box on it, check yes, check no, if you like to go out with me?
Even better.
No, we're not in middle school anymore.
Okay.
Oh, Ginger, don't lie. You would have gone for that too.
Yeah.
Okay, probably.
Yeah.
But no, it was cute. So anyways, we started talking. We were talking about what kind of movies we liked. We just really hit it off,
Cool.
And we were having a good time, but it was kind of noisy in the bar. Decided to go split a pizza. We could actually hear each other talk, enjoy each other's company.
Oh, so you guys really hit it off. This is actually your date then.
Yeah, no, I don't know, something just clicked, and we were having fun and talking to each other like people.
Wow.
Weird.
Weird.
Yeah, that's odd.
Right? Well, from a bar, yeah.
So you guys split a pizza, and what else did you do?
Well, we went to go get the pizza, and while we're waiting, we're like, hey, so we get your pizza here. Here's we could go split it back at my place. I live a couple blocks away, and we could watch one of those movies we were talking about and eat our pizza. And I don't know, it just seemed like a good idea. I was on board.
Oh, wait, he recommended that. I'm sorry, I didn't understand.
Yeah, it was his idea. It was his idea to upgrade pizza at the pizzeria to pizza at his place with movies.
Okay, and this is where the weird Netflix thing happened, it seems like.
Yeah, okay. So we're walking with our pizza, right? And then he starts looking at his phone, and apparently his roommate had dibs on the apartment and already had a girl up there.
Oh, no, he beat him to the punch.
Hater.
You're like, I was going to get some. What's wrong with the roommate?
Right, I had a plan, and I had a pizza. And anyways, so he was like, wait, I have a backup plan. It's kind of weird, but hear me out. So we sat in the backseat of his car and watched Netflix on his phone and ate our pizza.
Shut up.
That sounds like a good date still.
It actually still sounds kind of fun, yeah.
It was endearing. He was just trying to make the best of a bad situation. I promised you movies and pizza. Let's do movies and pizza.
Cool.
So you guys got it on in the back of the car, right?
A little bit.
A little bit.
You either do it or you don't.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could a little bit, but I'm hoping you finished everything up.
Well, there was a lot of pizza back there and not a lot of room, so we made out a little bit.
Oh, okay. So you
Okay.
didn't actually really hook up in the backseat.
I mean, everyone has different interpretations of what hook up means. We were making out, and that's hooking up to me.
Okay. So wait, was it all fun, or were there any awkward moments?
I mean, aside from the car seat being awkward,
Right.
it was fine.
And how did it end?
Well, we were making out, and, his roommate texted him and was like, hey, they're heading out. We can, go up to the apartment now. And I don't know, I didn't want to seem thirsty. I was like, we can save it for next time,
That's pretty
Oh, so you turned him down. going up to his
I
place?
did. I didn't want to seem overeager or like easy, you know?
Yeah, you're like, I'm a backseat type of girl, not a real apartment type of girl. Okay?
I will not go into your apartment, but I will do stuff in the backseat all day long.
Who do you think I am?
Not all day long, for some of the evening. Thank you.
Okay.
Hey, we're promoting what you're doing.
Got it.
How did everything end? And
I mean, you know, I said thanks for a good time. He has my number. I said love to see you again soon, and I just haven't heard from him.
What was his mood at the end of the evening?
He seemed to be fine. I don't know.
Like interested?
I mean, he seemed kind of disappointed I wouldn't come up, but like, I don't know. It seemed like we were going to hang out again.
And how many times have you tried to get a hold of him since?
I've sent him a couple texts. I don't want to be like smothering, but he should have noticed.
Okay. Well, we'll play a song, then come back and call him and see if we can get you a second date, okay?
Oh, that'd be great. Thanks.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Ethan is on the phone today, and he sent us an email that said he went on the hottest date ever.
Oh.
So I'm assuming
Ethan.
they must have played Uno a little bit. I mean,
Uno?
that's hot.
Like the card game?
Yeah, for
Oh.
sure.
Wow.
Ethan,
Okay.
please tell me how much Uno you played.
Oh, well, I'm taking notes right now. I don't think I played enough Uno, I guess.
You should have played more. Maybe that's why you're not getting a call back.
It's all about that wild
Yeah.
card.
What's the name of the girl you want to call today?
First name is Marissa.
Marissa. Okay. I don't care about her last name. Where'd you guys meet?
Marissa and I met at a club. It was me and a few of my guy friends, and
Okay.
we kind of saw her with like a group of girlfriends, and I thought she was pretty hot, and I asked my guys what they thought, and they thought I had no chance, but
Do guys ever think that their friends have a chance?
No.
Like, has there ever been a case like, yeah, man,
No.
No, never.
perfect
She's
for
way
you?
too hot for you, bro.
Yeah.
But it sounds like it worked out, though.
it didn't. It didn't really work out. It's kind of why I emailed you guys.
Very
I
good
guess
point.
you're right.
Yeah.
I just meant, like, at least you got her number or something.
Initially.
Yeah. So how'd you start talking to her?
Well, I approached her, and I was a little bit nervous because I'd already seen her shoot down a couple guys.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I kind of went in with that, and I said, hey, I know how you can keep these other creeps away. And she just kind of looked me up and down. She's like, how? And I said, next time a guy offers to buy you a drink, just say yes, and then point at me, and then say one for my boyfriend, too.
That's a good idea.
That's smart.
Okay. You're also trying to get free drinks out of the deal, which I like.
Thank you. And so she kind of laughed. I really left it at that. I felt good about it, walked away, and then she did it.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, and we looked at each other, and it was like that kind of like secret joke across a room vibe. I went back over, we laughed about it, and then so end of the night, we closed the club. I leaned over and I whispered in her ear if she wanted to go back to my place, and she said yes.
Okay, sounds creepy.
Whoa.
The whispering part sounds creepy. I mean. But she said yes. I mean, that's a good sign.
Awesome.
Yeah. Note taken again. Yeah, it was a good sign. So we went back to my house, and we went in, and she was very, very nice. She really liked my house. She gave me a lot of compliments about what I've done with the place. And
It's always awesome to walk into a guy's place that you met at a club, and he's not sleeping on just a mattress on the floor with like some posters tacked up on the wall of women in bikinis.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I'm sure she was like, oh my God. It's like I won the club guy lottery.
It was great. I felt like I'd won the woman lottery. We were having a really good time. And so we go upstairs. I've got a couple cool rooms up there, and I start to play. I've got this beautiful baby grand piano. I play.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You got a place.
Dang,
You got a
bro.
place
I got a place.
Okay.
And she really digs the music, and she's kind of melting into it. And I don't know what happened next, but we're making out on top of my piano.
Wow.
That sounds so cool.
It sounds like a movie.
I know.
Yeah.
This is why I'm emailing you. It was hot. It was perfect. And
I still haven't heard anything about Uno, though. That's what's confusing to me.
that could be where I fail, is you're just not going to hear about it, I guess. Yeah, so we're making out for a bit, and then all of a sudden she's kind of like, I'm thirsty, and so I stop, and I go downstairs into the kitchen, and then I don't know what happened, but when I went back upstairs, she wasn't there. I thought we were playing hide and seek or something, so like I checked the closets and stuff, but she was like, she's gone, and that is the last I've heard of her.
What?
Wow, so she
She,
just
like-
ditched.
She disappeared.
Like jumped out a window?
Like you didn't hear her go out the front door?
There's actually like a couple different ways out of my place. It's a big house, so I didn't notice it.
Oh,
Man,
right.
and you tried texting her, and she just didn't respond to you at all?
Yeah, no, text. I didn't send like a barrage of texts. I sent her one right away, and then next day, maybe a few days later, one more, and then kind of let it chill. I didn't.
And nothing.
Nothing.
What do you think could have happened?
Maybe like my piano was out of tune. I don't know.
I mean, that will
does
turn
that,
anybody off. It's always a deal breaker.
unless you're talking about figuratively, because maybe that is an issue.
Yeah, and looking back, I didn't have any Uno, so.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be my take on it, but we'll see.
I mean, it's pretty serious. If you're making out with a guy, he goes down to get you water, and then you just leave.
Yeah.
Like, that's more than I didn't have that great of a time.
Yeah, like cause a distraction.
Right. No, I don't think you should be laughing, is what I'm saying. I think you said something very wrong.
Yeah.
I promise you, I did nothing wrong. We had a great night. I really do not know what happened.
Uh-huh.
We'll play a song and then come back and call her and get your second date update, okay?
All right.
All right, hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for today's second date update, Ethan is on the phone, and Ethan has a fetish he hasn't told us about.
What?
Fetish?
Something.
Whoa.
That's the only thing I can think of, because I don't know how a dude that has an amazing house and plays piano doesn't get a call back. Not even doesn't get a call back, but the girl just ditches in the middle of the date.
Yeah.
If you missed it, Ethan met this girl, Marissa, at the club. He took her back to his place, and I guess his place is a very nice house. He actually has a piano there, and he started playing the piano for her, and then they started, making out on the piano.
Cool.
Sounds like a movie.
It does.
And then she asked for some water, and he went to the kitchen, and then she snuck out, and he hasn't talked to her since. We're going to get her on the phone and see if we can find out why. All right, Ethan, are you ready to go? Do you want to tell us about your fetish now, or you want to wait until she tells us?
I'm waiting for Marissa.
Okay. We laugh, but I think Jubal's onto something. I think this is something serious that either you don't even realize about yourself that would freak other people out. There's got to be something for somebody to sneak out a back door.
She had an escape route.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know where she snuck out or if or how she snuck out, but I do know that whether it's a date or just a hookup again, I do need to see her.
All right, well, see if we can help you out. I'm going to dial her phone number right now, okay?
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I just thought of something. Maybe she's still in the house. It's a big house,
So
You check
big.
everywhere.
In the piano?
She got lost in the West Wing.
You guys think I should check before I call her?
No, I'd actually rather call her and then she'd be like, "Yeah, I'm in the closet.
I'm in a
I don't
closet."
know where I am." That'd be more entertaining. I'm gonna dial her phone number right now, though. Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Marissa?
Yeah?
Hey, Marissa, how are you? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Excuse me, who's calling?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
What's this regarding?
Well, do you know about the radio show at all? Have you ever heard of it?
What's the name of your show?
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning?
Brooke and who?
Jubal, that's me.
Yeah.
And it's a morning radio show.
Okay.
Okay? I'm guessing you never heard of it then.
Yeah.
I already okay, you answered that question for me.
Not really, no, sorry.
That's fine.
I'm calling you today, Marissa, because we actually got an email about you from somebody who does listen to the show.
Okay.
His name is Ethan.
Wait, he contacted you?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Well, because we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. So if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask what happened. And Ethan is confused because he told us about your first date and how you guys met up and went back to his place. And then he told us that you just kind of skipped out and he hasn't been able to get a hold of you.
Yeah, that was a bad night for me.
Really? It was a bad night for you. Ethan described it as one of the hottest nights ever.
Yeah.
He told you that? That's so embarrassing.
Does he have a weird fetish? What's his weird fetish?
What? No.
We figured.
damn.
No,
All right.
we just figured that he did something pretty serious to make you ditch out, leave, exit somewhere from the house without letting him know.
I think anyone would have left if they were in my situation.
Oh, we knew
Okay,
it.
so
Why
can you
did-
tell us what the situation was?
I feel sort of weird telling you this, but it's this massive, 10-bedroom house, right?
Yeah.
Whoa, we knew it was
I mean, he
big.
said it was big.
10 bedrooms? That's like a mansion.
Yeah.
And yeah, we walked in. It's super fancy. I went to the bathroom. There's one of those antique toilets where you pull the chain from above.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
And so I was like, who can afford this? Like, what is up with this guy? Does he sell drugs? Does he
sell drugs? I think most people would first think it's like some trust fund kid, or a drug dealer. Fine, drug dealer with a fancy toilet.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't even sure. I was like, is he a Zuckerberg or?
Yeah.
Does that guy have a brother?
So his house was obviously very impressive.
Yeah, it was insane.
Okay, so
Why is that
I mean,
bad?
that would be a positive for most people.
Yeah, at that point, it was a positive.
Okay.
So when did it become a negative?
The negative is when we were in the kitchen, he was making some food, and his parents walked in.
Oh, all right. So it's not really his place.
No, it's their house.
Oh, okay. He didn't tell us that.
Oh, dang.
So he still lives at home.
Yeah.
Huge home.
And, like, I expected them to be like, who's this girl in here? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But, like, they acted, like, totally normal. Like, they weren't weirded out by me just, like, being in the kitchen.
What?
Well, he is an adult. I mean, it's not like I mean, I hope I didn't ask. He's not 18, right?
No, but, like, they were acting overly friendly. Like, they knew me. Like, I was already part of the family.
Whoa.
They were, like, asking about vacations and, like, offered me some juice.
They're just
they're
like
used
friend.
to this.
Are they just super friendly, or you're saying you think he has girls over all the time?
Yeah.
I don't know if he has girls over all the time, but, like, they were talking to me, like, treating me like I was already some long-term girlfriend or something.
Weird.
Whoa,
Yeah,
that's-
okay. Yeah, it's a little strange, but I still don't, like, did that happen before or after the makeout on the piano?
It was before.
Okay, so then you still made out with him on the piano. What made you leave?
I mean, I was still buzzed from the club, and, like, so we went upstairs, and I just wanted to, like, get rid of some of that weird energy, so we hooked up on his piano.
That's a good way to get rid of the weird energy.
Yeah, switch it up a little.
Yeah.
But, like, his room was, like, the room of, like, a 13-year-old boy. There were sports posters everywhere.
So it felt like you were like hanging out at a teenager's house.
It was like I was hooking up with a 27-year-old teenager.
Yeah, but who hasn't done that? I mean, come on. If you've dated in your 20s, 27-year-old teenagers are very common.
But in their own parents' house?
Well, you know.
Like, I had to sneak through the hallways to get out of there, like, hoping I wouldn't run into him or, like, his parents. Like, thank God I got out of there.
It's an awkward situation. You know what else is awkward, Marissa? Ethan is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Seriously? He's on the phone?
Yep. Yeah, Ethan, you there?
Hi, Marissa.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
You know, I want to tell you, my parents, they were happy to meet you.
Oh, my gosh.
Sounds like it.
Ethan, why didn't you tell her that you live with mom and dad before bringing her back to the house?
Well, it's still my house. I mean, if you send
No.
mail to me, it goes to my name at that address.
Yeah, no. Why didn't you tell us that it was your parents' house?
Yeah.
I don't see why that's important. You know, I like the piano's mine pretty much.
Pretty much.
I didn't think it was important to bring up to you guys because it really didn't have anything to do with the actual date. The date went great.
Like, it wasn't your house, and the date did not go great.
Like, how are you still calling it a date? I mean, didn't you guys meet at a club and it's more of a hookup?
No, it was more of a mistake.
Okay.
Oh, my parents liked you because I don't really bring a lot of women back.
Then why were your parents acting so weird? They were acting like, who did they think that I was?
To be honest, I guess when they were traveling and wondering what I was doing, I may have told them that I had a girlfriend, and they probably thought that you were her.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So you were lying to me and your parents.
Oh.
Technically, yes, but don't tell my parents I said that.
Yeah. Marissa, don't rat him out to his
He'll
parents.
get grounded, man.
Oh.
No, like, you were lying to both of us. Like, not only me, but also your parents. Like,
Whoa, hold on. I don't know why you're freaking out right now, Marissa. You did not seem to be freaking out on top of the piano.
I don't know why you're bringing this up in front of everyone on the radio. Like, that was between you and me.
And his parents.
You guys are just as bad as he is. Like, this is extremely childish.
Oh, yeah, we're childish. I apologize for that.
Yeah, we know that.
Like, that is something we own.
Hold on. You said childish? I'll have you know, Marissa, it's not a teenager's bedroom. I've been there since I was a child. It is a life room.
A life room. I've never heard that, before.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been there since I was 2, and I'm not a kid anymore.
Oh, okay. All right. Don't get too upset. Hey, Marissa, would you like to go on a second date with Ethan? We'll pay for it.
Well, here's the thing.
Marissa, wait. No, wait, Marissa. Look, if you're willing to go on another date, honestly, I will talk to my parents about you maybe moving in.
What?
Whoa!
How is that helping anything?
After 2 dates, too.
I think you need to talk to your parents about you moving out.
Of my own home? I don't think so.
What do you think, Marissa? You know, one more date with Ethan and then the possibility of a brand new place to live.
I mean, there's 10 bedrooms.
Yeah.
How is he even asking me to move in right now? Like, what is going on?
No? You sure?
You know what? No, I'm good. I'm not trying to have any parent roommates.
Marissa, great. If you want to keep dating losers that live in studio apartments, that don't do their laundry, then you be my guest.
Wow, you're right. When you put it that way, I really have to think about the opportunity of living with you and your parents.
All right. Well, Marissa, thank you for your time. Ethan, I'm sorry. No second date, man.
I'm never calling you guys again.
Throw a tantrum. Go to your room. Go to your room, Ethan.
Brooke
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Everybody checks out their neighbors from time to time. Like they're on the front yard doing something. You peek through the window just to see like what's going on. Or
okay.
Late at night, you crawl in their ventilation system just to see how they sleep. You know, like
Okay.
I have to know: is Jeff a side sleeper? You sleep on his back? You know.
No, that's not
I'm just impressed you can fit into the ventilation
I'm a small
system.
guy.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
true.
shocked.
Yeah.
And he spends most of the night on his side. But
good
like
to
right
know.
before he wakes up, he gets on his back, which I thought was really interesting. Anyway, enough about me and my quirky neighbors.
I'm going to call your neighbors now and kind of tip them off.
Let's talk to Lawrence, who's on the phone for a second date update right now. What's up, Lawrence? How are you?
Good. How you doing? Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, man, no problem. Thank you for your email. So you actually scored a date with your neighbor?
Yeah, she lives right across the street from me. And we have these like very big windows and we're on the same floor and we can like totally see into each other's apartment.
That's always awkward. I used to have a place like that where my kitchen looked into the other people's kitchens, and I'd be like doing something, they'd be doing something, they'd look over and wave, and then I would just, jump under the sink or something because I was scared. But it is awkward when you can see into somebody's window like that. What's her name before we get into it more?
Her name's Erin.
Erin, okay. So has it been friendly between you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I glance over there sort of to see what she's doing, not in like a creepy way or anything, but
Yeah, right. Everybody believes you.
okay, it's not like I sit there and stare. I don't have binoculars or anything like invasive like that.
You want to borrow some? I got some extras.
No.
No, thank you.
Okay.
So not long after, I made eye contact with her, and so I just kind of like waved, and she waved. So I wrote a sign out, and it said, "Hi, what's your name?"
Oh, you had never met her before.
No, we just kind of had this flirtation going from across the street.
And you'd watched her long enough to know that she was alone, which is not alarming at all.
Yeah, well, honestly, I was checking to see if she ever brought a guy home, and I never saw her bring a dude home. So
Okay.
I was kind of looking for that, I guess.
So you were figuring that she was single, and then you took a shot to try to talk to her.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did she do when you asked her name on a piece of paper through the window?
So she disappeared for 1 second, which made me completely nervous, but she came back, and then I could see her writing. So then she says, "Erin, what's yours?" And I give my name, and then I make another sign, and I say, "Drinks Friday, question mark."
That is actually adorable.
Yeah, that's
I'm
kinda
sorry.
That's pretty direct.
That
Right
is
to
so
drinks.
cute.
Yeah. So she writes, "Sure," and then her phone number.
Good.
That's cool. That worked out nicely.
Nice.
Yeah, so then we could text, and we went to this bar. I wanted to make it like a date, And, I mean, literally, she is seriously one of the most beautiful girls I've ever seen in my life. So I was very complimentary of her. But there was one awkward thing where I was, like, looking at her nose, and I was like, "I wish I could have your nose." And she was like, "What do you mean by that?" And it didn't come out right. And I was like,
Yeah, now she's like my creepy neighbor who's been watching me.
Yeah.
Wants to harvest my nose. That's why he asked me out.
Yeah, that's what it came off like I wanted her nose or something, but I was just being complimentary of her nose. It was as weird as I am explaining it to you right now.
Yeah, it doesn't sound great. But...
I'm sure she got it. I mean, how is her personality?
She was great. We matched up. We're both kind of like football nerds, and she loves kayaking and outdoor stuff like I did. Wow. And I thought it went off without a hitch. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the night, I'm walking out with her, and I like did the lean in for the kiss, and I got denied. And she like
really
kind of popped back and was like, "What are you doing?"
Ooh,
so you didn't even get like denied where she gave you a hug. Instead, she actually asked what you were doing. What was your response?
I just kind of was like, "Oh, my bad." Like I read it wrong.
Okay.
She's like, "No, it's fine. And of course, like there on out is only weird.
Yeah.
Totally.
So it ended pretty like quickly, and then I go home with my tail tucked between my legs, and then I tried to text her, "Hey, sorry, didn't mean anything. Let's go out again," or something. Nothing. And now her blinds are down.
Oh,
wow.
She is shutting you
Dang.
out. She's living in dark just to avoid you.
Yeah.
Avoiding the sun to even avoid me. Yeah.
So, I mean, and you're saying everything was going well until you tried to go in for a kiss.
Right. I just don't know why completely it led to such an abrupt shutdown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weird.
And the only awkward thing you can think of is that line about her nose?
Yeah, but we were fine. Like after that, we kept talking about other things. It wasn't like that was what happened right before.
And how long have her blinds been down? How many days are we talking here?
I mean, like 8 days.
Whoa.
Okay.
Ever since.
And she hasn't responded to any of your texts or phone calls or anything?
Right, and then I'm nervous if she like pulls her blinds up. I'm just going to be like staring, right? You know, so
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, because that would be awkward if she pulls her blinds up and you're there, because then she's going to think you've just been sitting there for 8 days watching her window.
Exactly, yeah.
So wait, are you trying for a second date on this, or are you just trying to make her feel comfortable enough that she can look out her window again?
Well, no. Ideally, I'd like to go out with her again. I more just kind of want to know what happened.
Okay.
Maybe she thought you were trying to go in for her nose and bite it off.
That's possible.
All right, well, we'll play a song and then come back and call her and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for today's second date update, we got Lawrence on the phone, and Lawrence is a peeping Tom.
No, he's not.
Okay, easy. It's not the case.
Yeah, I got you, man.
Lawrence actually asked his neighbor out. They live across from each other, and they can see into each other's windows, and he's seen her for a while, thought she was cute, and they kind of like had a flirty relationship, and he actually asked her out the other day.
Through the window?
Yeah, through the window. He wrote a note and said, you know, basically, let's go get drinks, and she said yes. They went out to a bar. Had fun, and he can't think of why she's not calling him back. She shut him down at the end of the date for a kiss, too.
And not just that, she's had her blind shut for 8 days.
Yeah, and that's her main form of communication.
That's a dedication to avoiding him.
Yeah. So she definitely does not want to talk to you, Lawrence.
Right. I gathered that.
And now that you've had a few minutes to think about it, you can't think of any reason why she doesn't want to talk to you.
I mean, I'm confident there is one. I just want to know how it went down in her head.
I'm confident I screwed up somehow that I don't realize.
Don't know how.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to dial her phone number right now. Are you ready?
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
All right. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Aaron, please?
This is Aaron?
Aaron, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Is this like a restaurant?
What?
A restaurant?
Sorry, who is this again?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. We're definitely not a restaurant.
I wish we were, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm hungry.
Then we'd have terrible health ratings.
What's going on? I'm confused.
I'll explain. Brooke and Jubal in the morning, it's a radio show. Have you ever listened to it?
No.
Okay. Well, that's what this is. And we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back, they can email us to get you on the phone to try to find out what happened. Okay?
Okay.
Basically, you went out on a date with somebody recently and you're blowing them off and they're wondering why.
Okay.
Is it making a little sense?
So you guys basically help weirdos get second dates after being rejected?
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
That's a way better recap than what I said.
Seriously.
And I've been doing this for a long time. You want a job? Can you think of who might want to call you?
Well, I'm kind of avoiding a guy I went on a date with. I'm hoping it's not him.
I think we have bad news for you.
It depends if his name is Lawrence or not.
Oh, my God.
It is.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Lawrence told us about your date. He told us how he met you and everything else. And
Oh, my God.
So I'm actually shocked by your response because he sounded really normal and he's clueless. He has no idea why you're not calling him back.
he also says that you've had your blinds down.
Oh, wow.
Let me clarify, though, real quick. Not like he's been trying to look through them like crazy. He just pointed out to us that it seems like you really don't want to see him.
So what do you need from me?
Just to let us know what the reason is and why you don't want to go out with him.
We just need you to help educate Lawrence why he sucks.
Pretty much.
I mean, I guess there's no harm in that.
Did you have a good date with him?
I went out originally because I thought it would be a cute dating story. I don't know how much he's told you, but we have, like, our main living room windows see into each other's apartments, basically.
Yeah, he told us that.
So I thought it would be a cute idea to date the guy next door.
And it was so cute how he asked you out. Like, that was pretty romantic.
I really liked it, too. I know. And then I went, and it was not what I was hoping for.
So you had high expectations that weren't met.
I mean, even if I had low expectations, it went bad.
Oh.
Okay. Ouch. So what was so bad about it? Because according to him, he thought it went pretty well.
Oh, God. Okay, well, first off, he made this one comment about my nose and that he wanted to have it. And I was like, you want to have my nose?
Yeah.
And I was like, you want to have my nose? I don't understand. He's like, no. And then he, like, tried to backpedal, but it came off super creepy, like he just wanted to cut my nose off and can it. Like, that was so weird.
Right.
Yeah, but you got to understand, he was nervous. He thinks that you're gorgeous. And he was trying to deliver a compliment, and it just was awkward. I mean, he owns up to that.
Yeah, he also told us about that and says that he realizes that sounded weird.
Yeah, she kept on complimenting me and complimenting me.
Oh, man, pretty girls have so many problems. I understand. That's the worst.
No, but it's like, you don't need to just compliment my physical looks. Like, get to know me. Don't just look at me.
Okay. So
Okay, I
it was
can
like I could see
understand
how a
that.
barrage of just "you're pretty" nonstop could be like, okay, can we actually talk about something else?
Yeah, there was this one compliment that just really creeped me out.
More than the nose thing.
Much more than the nose thing.
Oh, no.
So he said to me, I like the way you dance when you vacuum your apartment.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, he said he didn't have binoculars. He
And
said
I
it
was just
wasn't...
like, but if you know that I dance, that means you watched me vacuum my whole apartment. Oh, God, it really creeped me out.
Is there any way you can look from the other side? Like, have you caught him doing anything?
I don't look.
Okay, so it's not a natural thing to...
Yeah, I just don't look. I mean, I especially don't look now.
Right. Well, your blinds are down now, so you can't see out anyway.
As of course he noticed, and of course he told you, yes, they
Yeah.
are down, and I just don't want to engage with him anymore.
Right.
And there is another thing that just really tipped the scales.
Worse than that?
Yeah, it was pretty bad. So at the end of our date, he like got really close and cozy next to me, and I was like, okay. And then he started whispering, and he was like, 5, 4, 3, 2. And then he got so close to my face, he was about to kiss me, and he's like, 1. And it was just like, what are you doing?
So he counted down to kissing you?
Like it was JPL or NASA taking off.
That is so weird, man.
Did he say lift off before?
We have a go.
God, it was the weirdest thing.
No wonder you
Yeah.
said, what are you doing? Because that's what he said you said, and that makes sense now.
Yeah, it was not
Okay.
cute.
Yeah, that's an awkward way to try to get a kiss.
Hey, I just wanted you to be ready for the kiss, okay? I thought it was kind of funny.
Oh
that's
my
all.
God! Wait, you guys have Lawrence on the phone?
Yeah,
Why did you not tell me?
I didn't get a chance to count you down. I thought that's how you do it.
God.
Lauren is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you, Aaron.
Oh my God!
And I mean, the whole like dancing with the vacuum, like I caught a moment. I'm not sitting there staring. I walked by and looked over.
But it sounds like you are.
It does sound like it when she talked like that. Yes.
I'm really
Clears up
creeped out
a
right
ton
now.
for me, but I feel like I'm getting painted as this like total creepy stalker perv guy who.
Well, I will say I don't think having us help you is making your case better. Am I right, Aaron?
Pretty positive there.
Aaron, you've never looked over my apartment and seen anything weird. You've never seen me eating Hot Pockets in my boxers or anything like that. Nothing.
No, Lawrence, I've literally never seen that, and I don't
want to see that.
Are you tempting her? Like, check it out. Once in a while, I eat Hot Pockets in my boxers. You gotta see this.
Oh my gosh.
Here's the thing. He did do a lot of creepy things, but I don't think he's overall a creepy dude.
Intentionally creepy.
Stop saying creepy, Brooke. It's not helping me at all.
I'm actually trying to help you. I'm just saying you're awkward, not creepy.
Well, that's not good either.
Aaron, I was just nervous, and I had a few drinks. You can't blame a guy for being nervous, especially around somebody that looks like yourself. It's insane.
Yeah, with that nose.
Look, I get that you were nervous. I was nervous too, but I didn't go saying a bunch of weird stuff. So that was just too much. Too much weird, too much creepy for me.
Oh, please. This is meant to be. You're like the girl next door. This is a great story. We have to see this out. You don't agree with me?
No, Lawrence, just because we live, like, close to each other doesn't mean that it's destiny. It's just coincidence.
Oh, come on. You're going to let this get in the way of something that could be fun.
You seem like a nice person. I get it, Lawrence, but can I just give you a hot tip? Don't tell girls that you watch them do chores through their windows.
Okay, I didn't say I was watching you, like, for a duration of time. I just saw you in that moment. So I'm not like, God, I feel like I'm digging myself.
Yeah, I know. It does sound like that. Well, I'll just wrap it up for you there, Lawrence. I think I know where this is going. But, Aaron, would you like to go on a second date with Lawrence? We'll pay for it. Give him one more shot.
You guys are funny. No, thank you.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to joke.
How about if you went on the second date, but I didn't go?
What?
What?
What does that even mean, Lawrence?
I want you to pay for a date for her to go out with someone else.
Okay, now I am wondering about you liking to watch through the windows. Like, that's creepy.
How is that creepy? I'm trying to do something nice.
It came off bad, just like everything else. So you're positive, Aaron. You don't want to go out with him again?
Guys, I'm so positive.
Are you going to be able to lift your blinds after this?
Yeah, I think I'm actually going to have to move after this conversation.
No, please, I get it. You don't have to go out with me. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. You can leave your blinds up. I'll put mine down so it's not weird. I'm sorry.
Somebody's living with the blinds down. That's all I know. All right. Sorry, Lawrence. It didn't work out for you.
Clearly, yeah.
Yeah, can I go now, guys?
Not just yet. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2.
right.
Okay, now you can go.